first. Then we're going to do some applications. Okay. So we have a series of 108 what we call wrist bending techniques or joint bending techniques, aka the wrist lock series. We also have 108 arm bars and 108 finger locks. And eventually we have 108 leg locks, all this other stuff. So I don't think we would have time today to do all of that. So we're going to pick 5 or 6 from each, from the series and work on those. And then we'll start to apply them somewhere. Okay?
Sir.
Who's got a good, healthy, a good, healthy wrist? How's your wrist doing? I didn't do that. So. One of the other kids hurt his wrist. So. All right. Come on out, my friend. Gather around a little bit so you guys can see. Let me get closer so the camera can see, I guess. We'll start off with, I think this is the harder series to learn, but maybe the more utilized in a combative situation. Now, the way that I think about joint locking
So you can give her a size.
in usage is different. For example, I'll use an arm bar. The concept of the way I use an arm bar may be different than the way I use a wrist lock. A lot of wrist bending, joint bending I use for more controlling, okay, where arm bars are more about moving and destruction. So I don't want to think about containing him, I want to think about breaking him. Now don't get me wrong, I'll do the same thing with a wrist lock or a joint lock, but my intent when I get an arm bar is to break or to move into something. Where a wrist lock or a shoulder lock or something, I can control a little bit more, then I can move them. You see what I mean? They're both, I can use both ways, but the intent is different when I practice the series. So, we're going to work some of the wrist bending, all right? Okay. Grab that hair, sir.
Take some with you for later.
Yeah, exactly. Implants. So, all right. So, we'll start off. I'll show you maybe the first 7 or 8, and then we'll work them together. Okay, that way it's easier if you have touched each other before we start trying to apply this, because you'll have an understanding of where your hands go. So this is our first one called Tejana. We just want to move this on its side. I want one solid piece. Don't let the wrist bend, because then you can get out. And people go, well, how do you keep him from bending? Well, I control the pressure here. So if he tries to bend his wrist, all I do is every time he tries to bend, I just go, hey, stop, stop, stop. And you notice the action in his body. It's nice, I can move it right to where I want. So this is my old man stuff. I'm not working hard. I make him do all the work. Okay. But one thing about as I turn this, I want to get the radius and ulnar to turn, lock the elbow into the shoulder carriage. So also to take the slack out, I drive the elbow in. This hand doesn't grab because you tend to do this. I want a free hand so I can hit, block, cover, but I'm going to use it for pressure. So what I want to think about is pushing down as my bottom hand lifts up. Yeah, so it's this. So I'm twisting, pushing, lifting, and then driving in. So there's about 6, 7 different directions of force. So you want to think 1. See the body reaction? When I come here, look at his elbow, look at his body. I can pretty much tell him where I want him to go. When I point the elbow down, where is he going to go? If I play it up, he starts to go up. Elbow control is everything. Not only in covering, but now when I joint lock, my mind's not here, it goes here. If it goes there, then it goes here. It goes all the way down the body. So, 1. So the first one is here. Number 2, I just move to the side, rotate my thumb over. Come in, slide to a Kotegaichi. Match fingers this way. Now, I'm going to go through it quickly, and then we'll go back and talk about it as we know. We train over the top. Bring it in. I'll go light and polite. Here, I'm just going to ask him to rise. So come on up. Come in. I can smack him. Drop him down. Come out. Twist. From here, he tries to bring his elbow up, so I go, I don't think so. Now he goes, that didn't work, so I'm going to bring my elbow down. I went, that didn't work either, did it? Here, come in, hook, the head, come underneath, he throws a punch, tries to hit me, so I'm gonna come in and control. He's limber enough where I can come in and add more.
Oh,
Go up, around, slide down here. Try to turn around, so I stop that, brings this down, and I'm coming there, sides up, come back out, unwind, lock it here, come in, down to the side. Call this a windshield wiper. Shoot up, lock it here, pull this in, here. Up, turn that head, turn it back underneath, we come into the old police come along this way, and of course I can do this one a couple different ways. Come out, drop it back down, Wally J action. Come out this way, bring it straight down, underneath, come out, from here, change this up, lock it down. Top. Bring this in. Come in and separate the shoulder. This one. That's about, I don't know.
I lost count.
Something.
It's 105.
That was probably the first 36. But we won't do all of those, we'll just do the first few. Okay. So grab a partner and we'll walk through these first couple ones, all right? Too bad. So get your partner.